Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, 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 very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people that drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised because a lot of people like to judge. I don't know who I am or anything, but it's okay. But my videos are not pertaining for the masses of asses. I repeat, going down the rabbit hole, not up your asshole. Alright? So, I want to talk about a particular topic which I found out on the internet. Pretty interesting. That I am part of the purity culture. Yeah. Not just only I'm an indigo child. Not only because I have no sins and you are all gods and I'm God as well, little G gods. But the thing is that I didn't know I was part of a culture I didn't even know I'm automatically into. Okay, so I started doing some research on the purity culture. And what I learned from that culture is like, yo, that's how life is supposed to be. You're supposed to have a stern father. But I'm not religious though. I'm not religious, and I'm pretty sure there's many different factions of different sectors, different types of fraternity cultures out there, but I use a lot of common sense here. You know, I do agree and believe that most of the time, if a female is either been raped or hurt, it's mostly her fault. I do believe that strongly, okay, because she's putting off an energy that's really not supposed to be put out there, which causes her to go through hassle and problems, because it's not all her fault. It's just, you know, she just haven't been taught. And if she has been taught, okay, she should know not to do certain things, right? You know, but I do believe that most of the time, that most of the faults that women go through are usually because of ignorance or because they chose that path to go down. Okay, you know, but other than that, I try my best to try to help women and everything in between, because I'm trying to be a balanced person. I'm not a person that's on one side or anything or something. It's just that if you're part of the purity culture, you already know common sense is your factor here. You know, prevention and paranoia is also a factor too. I'm a father. I'm like the one and only guys on the internet that actually show videos that I do certain things, but I'm not usually followed on the internet because of shadow banning and promotions. You gotta pay for all that other shit, you know. But I'm not part of that crew. I'm not part of trying to be popular on the internet. I'm the one who started Kevin Samuels and the Passport Boys. Yeah, okay. But one thing for certain is that the value of a person does dictate your past, right? Because I have not been in any cahoots with any kind of gangs or affiliations or anything, because I've lived in a box and I went through some drama in order for me to be like this, and I hurt my Holy Spirit when I was only 7 years old. So that makes me naturally an indigo child, because a lot of the children who are raised, they don't get these things automatically. Maybe you may need to go through a certain situation in your life or trauma in your life in order to be an indigo. I don't know. There's many different ways. I remember the guy who created the Book of Mormon, he hit his head on a rock and he heard the voices or whatever. He started writing his own religion, and that's him, okay, you know. But other than that, to me, I digress here. I am not really religious, okay? I am not really religious at all. I use a lot of common sense. I'm a stern individual, astute brother from another mother, and I try to keep things simple. I look at problems that other people have. Sit in the back right here. I look at problems that other people have, so I won't be a sinner. A sinner is someone who knows something is wrong and you keep repeating it. Yeah, just sit there. Okay, close the door. There's a mosquito in the car, okay? A sin, yeah, no, because there's a mosquito in the car. No, because the mosquito will fly out, because all bugs will die. Yeah, I ate the kids. The kids are eating. I ate the kids. Okay, so stop talking now. I'm doing a video now here. And so I like to use a lot of common sense. When I was younger, I saw all the flaws in my parents that could... No music, no nothing. I'm on the video now, again, okay? I got somebody in the background who tend to, is not pure anymore, okay? But anyway, as someone told me, hey, you sound like you're part of the purity culture. And I said, what the hell is the purity culture? I already consider myself an indigo naturally. I don't care about how people validate me, but I know this by fact. So I go on the internet and I'm doing my research, and I found out, yo, people are calling the purity culture a rape culture or something, but they get it misunderstood. They don't understand what the purity culture is about. They don't ask questions, so they'll make their own, perspectives of certain things without any research. You know how most people are trolls. They don't ask questions. They just make assumptions. They never go there. What I found out is that it's all about your value goes up when you know you haven't participated with a lot of crime and drama from the past. So let's say, for instance, you are a criminal and you got 3 strikes. You get thrown in jail for life, right? A lot of people don't even begin to do those things. They don't do those crimes and stuff because they know the first time they did it, it was so dramatic for them that they never did it again. Like for me, I never thought about trying to be with any female who's already been around the block, okay? So my purity goes up because my standards go up with that, okay? Though I won't consider myself perfect in any kind of way, I'm not a saintly person like I didn't do something that was kind of weird, okay? Like me, I used to be a fetish gigolo, right? I didn't believe in a certain, physical acts, but I did some like fetishy acts with certain females in a certain strange, peculiar way, and I got paid for my services. But to me, that's not really a sin if you're doing trade services and you're not participating in the crime or the act, okay? Like physically with your physical body. But that's another story. I used to be a strap-on dildo, a fetish gigolo in the past. Go to the drive? Yeah, so be quiet, please. Shh. I'm almost done. Less than 10 minutes. I was talking for like 6 minutes. I got to make a point here. But my point here is that everybody has a past. And when you have done bad, weird, not weird things, but things you don't understand what you did, your value goes down if you're a repeat offender. That's what I'm saying, and a lot of people don't understand what the value of a person is. They think that a person could be a mastermind of a murderer or a killer, and he has high value. They don't know how to think no kind of way. Me, I look at virginity to a woman for value. That's the value. That's the highest form of value she can ever have. And then intelligence, because I'm a sapiosexual at the same time. But a lot of people don't have those criteria with themselves, right? And so when I see females looking at men and say, okay, what do I see in the man for high value? They usually look at looks and also money, right? See, that's them. That's their perspective. But you got to understand something here. If I hear another sound, that it was a sound. Please, no sounds. That distracts me. Okay. Okay. Just put it on mute. Okay. Yeah, I got a hard of hearing type of sister back here who did. Yeah, you're 3 or 4, right? Look at her face. Because she likes to talk. Okay. But anyway, I got my wife when she was a virgin. I lost my virginity when I was 38. Right. So that says a lot for me to tell you guys that. Okay. I think it's very important for you guys to this anyway. Most guys who are average looking just are virgins. Go get it. Hurry up and get it. And as I said before, I'm gonna keep it down to 10 minutes. I did not know I was part of the cancel. I mean, not the cancel culture, but the purity culture. Okay, it's this. You use a lot of common sense. You know for a fact that if you do these certain things, your value is decreased. So I'm a high indigo child, an INFJ for the Myers-Briggs, and I'll see people and I have to judge them and I have to give them an application process. And it's a sad life. Yeah, it is a sad and hard life, especially if you're living by the ways of common sense. I see people who are religious as flawed, okay, because they need religion to keep themselves in check. Okay? Religion is a great evil for a greater good, even though it's a lot of philosophy and storytelling in it. It's a great thing, okay? But a lot of times people can't think for themselves, so they need something like religion, which actually means to bind, okay, in Latin, okay? It's sad, but I did not know that I was part of the cancel culture automatically, okay? And so I recommend most of you guys, when I teach you guys going overseas, to not just go overseas without an education, because education is very important. Education rather than ignorance is very important, because if you keep yourself distracted enough with many different things, you won't never do too much of anything. You'll be too busy, because I'm a father. I traveled abroad. I've already been on the internet for many years. But other than that, that's all I really want to say, because I want to keep it down to 10 minutes, okay? I love you all, but I hate the many of you. I despise the many of you. If you want to know about me, you know how to get in touch. Other than that, kudos to the purity culture. I love you all, but I despise the many of you, because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Peace.